That line from that David Byrne song, that Talking Heads song, has just been running through my mind again, about finding yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. It's that feeling of being cast into the world that comes up, I think, in either Heidegger or Kierkegaard. Certainly, Bachelard talks about it a little bit in Poetics of Space, or makes mention of it at least. This idea that we're somehow thrown into the world, a world that precedes us, and which seems to be rushing headlong in some direction, and the wind has caught us at the back, and off we go, joining everybody else. I always think about that actually when I join the motorway. I take my kids to BMX parks quite often, and that invariably means a motorway journey to Burnley or to Liverpool. Sometimes, maybe down to Birmingham. They're teenagers, but I have a strange liking for that point where slip roads join the motorway, but it's always tinged with this odd cast into the world sort of idea. One moment you're sort of tootling along at 30 miles an hour, or you're in the petrol station filling up, or you're buying a sandwich, something like that. And then you join the slip road to the motorway, and you look across to the right, and everyone's zooming along at 70 or 80 miles an hour, and you have to think quite quickly and stay focused. You have to match your speed to the cars around you, and only when you're matching their speed do you ease out into the traffic. And there you are. You look around, and everyone's relatively stationary in relation to yourself. All the cars are moving at the same speed, so no relative difference in speed. But everything else around you is moving at a huge rate. Everything else is disappearing behind you. And you're all going to the BMX park, but you're all heading generally down the track. You look in the rearview mirror, and you can see sort of where you've been, but you can also see stretching behind you all the places you haven't been, or at least the road that didn't contain you, that was around before you were, and some of these cars that are around you came down from that road and have had those experiences, and you haven't had those yet, but they all are rushing together, heading towards the vanishing point in the far distance. It's an odd sensation. One of the things to think about in relation to this is, and this comes from Bachelard, he talks about one of the short essays at the end of Poetics of Space is about the phenomenological understanding of the concept of immensity and vastness. There's a whole series of readings of examples of high immensity and vastness in poetry, largely. And I think if he doesn't make reference to this idea of being cast into the world there, it's sort of referred to, I think. There's a sense in which I think what he's getting at there is that one of the ways in which we can process that feeling of being cast into the world, that process of a feeling of joining the motorway, feeling oneself hurtling at inhuman speed towards an unknown destination, is by not staying within that moment, I guess, trying to extend one's understanding of being, maintaining the immensity of the motorway network, to feel one sense of being encompassing more space than simply the car in which one is sitting, or the county through which one is driving, and the service stations that one's passed, and taking in the whole motorway network and possibly the whole country on which the motorway network is located, and trying to extend that immense sense to encompass everything, including the past that doesn't contain oneself.